G'day everyone, and welcome to Georgetown, which is the capital city of Penang in Malaysia. Now this place is incredible. It is so incredible that it has been recognised as a UNESCO World Heritage Area, the entire city. And you're going to see why as we walk around. I cannot wait to show you this place because it is one of the, or if not the best, oldest city I have ever seen anywhere in the world. It is quite incredible. So let's go for a walk without wasting much more time talking about it. Exhibit A right here. These temples of all faiths and religions are dotted around Penang. You have mosques, you have Buddhist temples, you have chapels, you have every type of religion in this city. It is a religious and cultural melting pot. A huge Indian, Chinese and Malaysian influence is in this city. It is absolutely incredible. But the thing that I love most about this city is the buildings. I have become a building observer, a building appreciator. Every single building in this city is different from each other, and also they are so old, they have so much character, they are so beautiful, and they are so bloody unique. It's like nothing else I've ever seen before. I'm a little bit embarrassed by saying this, that I didn't actually know that Georgetown was a World Heritage listed city by UNESCO. I had no idea. Until I arrived here and I go, wow, I'm in a special place right now. Let's research a little bit about it. I'm here literally because it was a good stopover after coming from Thailand. It was a perfect stopover from Hat Yai. It was about 4 or 5 hours yesterday. And I thought, let's just stop there. It's a good place on the map. Stoked I did. Have a look at these buildings. But this is nothing compared to what we're going to see. These are all residential buildings right here. Wait until we get out into the main streets, which we're heading to now, and I'll show you around just why this place is UNESCO Heritage listed. It is simply unbelievable. So let's go. One of the things I truly love in this city are these archways and the walkways. Unbelievable, because it's probably about 37 degrees out in the sun right now, but they had the brains way back in the day to create shade. And how do they do that? By creating archways that you can walk through from one end of the street to the other. All different, like heights and whatever, there's steps and whatever, ramps and stuff along the way. So not that accessible for people in wheelchairs or people that can't walk well. But still, it is a pleasure to walk down them, and you can just feel the history in this place. Look at these buildings over the road here. Unbelievable. And I love how they've kept them all in their original state. Some have been more maintained than others, but I also love the ones that aren't maintained and they've been left in their original state. It is beautiful. Look at this corner right here. You can see all the I'm assuming it's Malaysian writing on the corner there. It might even be Chinese or some symbolic writing on that building right there. Then you go to this corner here, beautifully maintained. It's actually a Thai restaurant, funnily enough. But how bloody well maintained is it? And I love those wooden structures protruding out. It reminds me a lot of the buildings in Lima, where you got the sunrooms coming out from the buildings. Absolutely beautiful. And this is the area that I'm staying in. I luckily landed myself in the best place to stay in Georgetown. It is so historic, so beautiful. I'm just so happy I'm here. Despite the extreme heat, it is just such a joy to walk around. Have a look at these buildings here. Have a look at this white one here. Unreal. You just feel like you're in such an old place walking through here. Despite the traffic that seems to be quite busy from time to time, I thought these streets would be pretty quiet, and some are, but yeah, usually it's pretty busy along here. But hey, not as busy as Thailand, so that's awesome. One thing I've really loved about this place is that they have really cottoned on to the tourism side of things and incorporated English everywhere and put up these awesome signs everywhere that I've stopped to read most of them because they're really interesting. So this one says, not only were hapless cows bred and slaughtered here, but you could also smell the fishing out to dry. The fish out to dry. Which also makes you think, imagine that smell back then in this hot, humid, concrete jungle right here. Just the smells of the meat rotting, the fish drying, just everything. And then on important buildings such as this, they've got more signs. Fish Lane, this was called, appropriately called. But yeah, so they got signs for you to read everywhere. They have done such a good job. Look at this archway, how cool. How small is it? It's just an adventure walking around here. Everything, as I said, is different from next place. All of these buildings along here, well, not all of them, but a fair majority of them are amazing restaurants as well, with Michelin stars. So this one's 26, 25, 24, 23. Huge amount of Michelin stars on this restaurant right here. Unfortunately, it's closed, so we can't peek our head in. But I urge you all to peek your head in at as many restaurants as you can, because some of them are absolutely exquisite. They are so beautiful. You just got to step back and admire some of these places. Like that one there, oh, just look at it. I can't get enough of it. Suffice to say, I took my camera out yesterday, my phone camera, and have not stopped taking photos. You can't stop taking photos of this place because there's just so much to photograph. Everything is just so different from really what I've seen anywhere else in the world. Look, another restaurant right here. Looks beautiful. Let's try and poke our camera inside. Not the best looking restaurant, that's for sure, but still got character and is really beautiful. Also got a heap of cafes, a few bars dotted throughout, but being such a big Muslim population here, partying isn't really up there. If you want to come here to party, this isn't the place for you. This is the place to learn about history, learn about, I don't know, just the way they used to live in these places back in those days and are still living in these places. It's not a true backpacker party destination, but for history and learning about these places, it is simply awesome. In saying that though, there is a walking street called Love Lane where the adult entertainment used to be a lot more prevalent than it is now. So that still does exist, and apparently it's a street of bars and whatnot. I may go there, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, is what I'm trying to say. A little bit tight for words because this place is so exciting. But much like other areas of Southeast Asia, their sidewalks and footpaths aren't really for walking on, apparently. They're for parking on, as you can see. But this just goes on for blocks and blocks and blocks. These archways and buildings just go everywhere. Over these little shrines here. Let's go back out onto the street. Love looking at the buildings over the opposite side of the road. then you wonder about what buildings you're missing that you're walking underneath when you're walking through the archways. It's my FOMO kicking in again. I don't want to miss anything. Anyways, as I said, this is pretty much all throughout Georgetown, specifically in this area. I'm going to go to now a street that I haven't been to, but the most famous street is Armenian Street. So I'm going to go around there now and check out why that street is so famous and so popular for tourists to go to and have a look around. So let's head in that direction now and check it out. Just in case you're curious, this is one of the main streets that goes down through the guts of Georgetown. This pretty much goes all the way down to the river or the waterfront. Nowhere near as beautiful as the side streets. Just, I suggest, get yourself lost in the side streets and just enjoy walking around those streets, because as I said, they are so diverse from one to the other. So we're just coming up to Armenian Street now. This is the Armenian Street Heritage Hotel, the most popular place that I've seen tourists taking photos due to the Georgetown World Heritage Incorporated building over there. How beautiful is that? So beautifully maintained. Let's head in this direction. Oh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Let's head to what I'm trying to find is the tourist epicenter of Armenian Street. So once again, as I was saying, there are signs everywhere for you to read, and I'm just under the Georgetown World Heritage building now, and it says area of the earliest Malay community in town. This street became known as Second Jeddah as pilgrims gathered here to await the ship to Jeddah. So much history. You can read the rest of that. Just click pause. But if you stop to read everything in this city, you're going to be bloody well educated by the end of it, because as I said, the signs are everywhere. Wow, look at this area here. So beautifully done. That's the Armenian Street Hotel that we were just under before as well. Oh, and by the way, it is the hottest time of the year right now, April, and also the stormiest time of the year. So storms each afternoon are pretty much guaranteed, which is now 3:30 p.m. and I got absolutely saturated yesterday with a storm. But because it's so bloody hot, it is really nice to be caught in that rain. So fingers crossed we get caught again. As I said, there is a lot of religions and cultures in this city, and there are religious centres dotted throughout the city. But you're free to enter them whenever you like. Whatever faith you are, you can walk in. There are signs saying visitors are welcome. Just respect their attire standards and also their behaviour standards. Dress decently, behave decently, and you're welcome anywhere. That was actually a Muslim mosque right here. Right, back on target. And here's another one of those interesting signs. I'm not sure if anyone else stops to read these, but as I said, I find them fascinating. So this one says, a cannon shot fired during the 1867 Penang riots made a large hole in this area, hence the name Cannon Street. Cool. History. Bloody love it. History that I did not know about because I am so damn naive. And have a look at this street. Wow. How nice is this? How impressive. As I just love the individuality of all of the buildings and all of their front yards here. They are all so different from one another. bakery and desserts there. Handicrafts right here. Looks like another temple right here. Absolutely beautiful place. So I'm right out in the center of Armenian Street now, and I'm just going to read something out for you guys, and I don't get it wrong myself. So Armenian Street in Georgetown, Penang is a vibrant UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its rich history, iconic street art and traditional shophouses. Once a centre for Armenian community, it is now a bustling tourist spot featuring famous murals like little children on a bicycle, artisanal shops and unique cafes. So let's find that mural. Where is it? Can't be that hard to find, surely. But let's just look around here a bit more quickly, because there's a beautiful building I've just spotted right here. Yap Temple. I love that green colour. Wow. They have done a beautiful job. And this temple right next door as well. You can never get bored of looking at temples. I can get a little bit bored of going into them from time to time, but looking at them from the outside is absolutely incredible. Have a look at the stonework on this. Wow. So intricate, so detailed, so beautiful. Oh my god, look at this one. That is incredible. The more you look, the more you see. That's some of the best stonework I've seen anywhere in the world. Absolutely incredible. I wonder if it's all off. Oh no, it looks like it's mortar in there. I was going to say, I wonder if it's all one chunk of stone and they've carve that out. They may have. I don't know. I'm no stonemason. Alright, let's go find this mural that we're looking for. As you can see, these guys here will take you on a tour if you wish. Pretty popular thing in Malaysia, or Southeast Asia in general, really. Old school. Have a look at this bike here. Awesome. Have a look at that. Look at the little balcony up there. How super unique. Now let's head down here. This looks good down here. Little souvenir shops here on the right hand side as well. It's the first kind of bonsai trees. Oh my god. Have a look at this. Wow. The little impact that umbrellas can make on an area. I've forgotten what I was saying before. I'll remember again once I stop being so excited by everything that I'm seeing right now. Just can't stop filming. Chocolate and coffee specialty store. Souvenir and desserts. Armenian hotel right there. This is quite honestly one of the best Asian-based cities I've ever been, ever. It is such an awesome way to finish off this trip. Wow. Really, really have been gifted by this. Sorry if you can hear my thongs or sandals squeaking. Yet again, I'm sweating up a storm. But hey, I don't care, because this is truly, truly special. I think I was going to say before that this is the most touristy side of the city that I've seen so far, by far. Everywhere else has been really, really local. Even the side streets that I was in before was quite local, but this right here seems very touristy. Where is this bloody mural? Surely it can't be far away. Here it is, Exhibit A. Thought I was expecting a little bit more. I'll try and... Now, if it wasn't for all the tourists standing around, I would have walked past this without a doubt. That is the famous Children on the Bike mural. I'm going to have to research more about that and its significance, because obviously it is extremely significant. But what's better to me is right behind us, these buildings and that fake tree. What's that all about with the kid upside down? What's happening there? School group has just rocked up now. Perfect timing for me to get out of here. Oh God. All right. So that was the Kids on the Bike mural. Spotted it thanks to tourists hanging around there. I actually thought it was going to be a massive mural filling the whole wall, but obviously not. But obviously significant. All right, let's go for another walk and see what else we can find. This place is awesome. Alright, so as we walk back down this street, I did ask a tourist with regards to the significance of that mural. He seemed pretty keen that he wanted a photo of it, and he said that there's no real significance behind the mural itself. It's just that it's been done by a famous artist who has done a lot of paintings around Georgetown, but that one with the kids on the bike is the most famous, apparently. Correct me if I'm wrong, and we'll go from there. Right, let's find something else bloody awesome in this bloody awesome city. Cheers, guys. And it's this awesome craft beer bar right here. Beautiful garden sitting right there. The smell of durian is in the air. I don't think I've come across a place that has loved their durian as much as this city right here. I know Malaysians do in general, but this city, the smell of durian is everywhere. You get used to it. I don't mind it now. Sure, it still doesn't really smell nice, but it's not like bleh, overpowering. It's quite nice, sort of. I don't know why I said nice. It's not nice, but you know what I mean. What's this sign over here? Let's give this one a read. It's just basically saying that this is the Armenian Street Core Zone, Georgetown World Heritage Site. Wow, this is awesome. Awesome photo of the Penang Island. So, Georgetown is on an island, as you can see here. You cross a massive bridge to get here. One of the longest bridges I reckon I've ever been on to get over to here. So, that is a snapshot of it for you guys that have never been here before. I love this building here. It's beautiful. Won't get in their photos. There we go. Exhibit A right here. This is durian, just in case you didn't know. That is the fruit that is causing the smell that you're all smelling as you walk around here. It comes in fresh fruit. Also comes in ice creams. Ice creams are really good, actually. It's probably my preferred method of consuming durian is in ice cream form, especially in this weather. Now, my mission now is to go down to the waterfront, show you that area there, then we'll work our way back up towards my hotel after that. Just a random walk on the way back, which I did last night. Went through it's like a little India, all Indian shops everywhere. As I said, huge Malay, Chinese and Indian population here, so you're going to get all of these different districts in area everywhere. This right here is the Kapitan Keling Mosque. It is the most prominent historic mosque in Penang. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Mosques are usually beautiful though, aren't you? And you are free to go into this one if you like as well. But I will stay on the outside of this. Right, continue our walk. And there it is, spelled out for you there, just in case you didn't understand what I was saying, which probably wouldn't be too rare. I love the gardens. I also love this. It's like a bell tower. There's no clock up there, so I just assume that it's for bells and their afternoon songs that they sing in that Muslim culture that you can usually hear all over these type of cities. So we're going from the smell of durian to the strong smell of Indian curries. I love bloody Indian. I almost ordered Indian last night, which I may do tonight. Seeing as though there's so many bloody Indian restaurants here, it's bound to get a good one somewhere, I reckon. So that could be on the cards. And may I say, bring on the rain. Look at that. Sweating up a storm. I need the rain to cover that up. It's embarrassing. Oh, look at this. Yet again. Are you sick of looking at these buildings yet? Because I am not, and I don't think I can get sick of it. You just feel how old it is as well though. There's another little temple there as well that I just missed. Too many things to see. You're bound to miss things here and there in this city, that's for sure. There's just, wherever you look, it's just a gift to your eyes. Another thing that I've noticed while I look at those awesome buildings on the other side there, and something I've just picked up on, is that it's incredibly clean. I've hardly seen any rubbish. There's no foul smells, i.e. sewage. There's no graffiti. They're obviously put in effort into this place. Given it is UNESCO World Heritage listed, so they're probably getting money from that as well. But still, it's actually really awesome to see, which is really rare in Southeast Asia for somewhere like this to be as clean as this. Yeah, it's really noticeable to me as I cross this road, because I want to read this sign on this wall over here. It says, "Tok Tok Me is called because hawkers would strike a tok tok sound to signal their presence." There you go, interesting. And another one is little walkways for little people. What an adventure this place is. Oh, another temple there over the road as well. Let's head over there and check this one out. This temple has the feeling of being super duper old. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, you can buy a free stick to put as a, what are they, as prayers, as giving or something like that. I know I'm not up on my religion, so I know I cannot really speak about it, but yeah, one of these things here. Never seen anything like this before either. Interesting. Someone educate me, please. I want to be educated on that stuff. This is really cool here. I love these super old bikes. I know they've got a name, but I've forgotten what that name is. Again, can someone educate me? And then over the road, a beautiful firewood restaurant right there. You pan around a little bit further. Got a, looks like a motorcycle repair place there that sells the Shell oil with the old school sign up. Oh, what a place. What an absolute treasure of a place. This is the best sign that I've seen in this city so far. And it says, "In the days when your money could be as long as a bullet cart wheel, this was a popular rest stop for the limousines of the time." So the bullet cart wheel was the limousine back in the day. Very interesting. Videoing this sign so that I don't have to tell you what this building is right here. Pro Cathedral of St George, the Martyr, Penang. And a beautiful, beautiful building right here. I reckon they could do a lot more with their landscaping to really draw in your eye to this absolutely beautiful cathedral. I don't see cathedrals like that often in Southeast Asia. Very rare, super unique. And then you've got these super impressive buildings that are just over the road from the cathedral here. They look governmenty. I'm not sure what they are, maybe hotels now. I'll see if I can find out. This whole strip along here is full of these white, huge buildings. This is a museum right here. Still haven't learned what this one is yet, but it might be a sign around the other side. I'd be surprised if there's not a sign. Then just up there looks like some more museums and another cathedral as well. But I am heading towards the water. That's my priority now. How's this impressive convent and kindergarten right here? Bloody hell. Kindergartens like that didn't exist back in my day. I dare say they still don't now. That is quality. Alright, I'm around the other side of this building now and still no signs, but I'm loving the staircase. Let's keep walking. This is one of the entryways, but still no signs, no nothing. Very interesting. Hey, here we go. Maybe it's a military base, perhaps? I do not know. I am very intrigued. Let's remember to look over the other side while we're walking along as well. It's equally impressive on the other side. It does feel very official around here though, very much like government. Alright, officially moved on from that building. This one is probably the ugliest in the city. Bank Negara, Malaysia. Oh, that's terrible. And a square building right next door. Let's put our focus on to the left hand side now, because what we're seeing, or what I'm seeing right now, is impressive. Wow, 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 this is beautiful. This is beautiful, I'll say again. It's like optic fibre hanging down off the tree. This would light up a treat at night time with beautiful old trees around. Oh, it's so cool in here as well. And how's this beautiful yellow building here? Is this a city hall? I'll have to find that out. Surely there's a sign around here for me to read, but just looking at it from this side is, wow, absolutely bloody beautiful. Yes, I was correct for once. This is, as I get out of the sun to give you a bit better view, the town hall. How beautiful. Imagine coming to work every day and entering a building like that, instead of the council buildings that we get to work in back at home. They have no history, no style like this. Although one of the ones in Geelong, actually, Geelong, Victoria, Australia, their City Hall building, or one of them, does have history, but nowhere near as beautiful as that, in my opinion. What's this castle looking thing here? It is massive. I'd say it's the biggest building I've seen in Southeast Asia by memory. Wow, let's check it out. I do not actually know what this building is. It says Majlis Bandaraya Palu Penang D1 Bandaraya on it, but because my stupid phone stopped working a few months ago now, I don't have internet while I'm out on the street to be able to Google things like this. Damn. We'll see if there's a sign around somewhere. But how cool is this as well? This gate here. right out onto the sporting field, which is also in a random location. Here's a sign here, maybe it tells me what this building is. Well, I think this is also a city hall slash town hall. This sign here says, the Penang City Hall, which opened in 1903, typifies the impressive Victorian-style public architecture seen in many of Malaysia's buildings of that period. So maybe these are both council buildings. Super impressive. It's a random sporting field, as I said. Very interestingly placed right on the waterfront just over here. Welcome to one of Georgetown's waterfronts. This one becomes quite popular at sunset, given the sun sets. Pretty sure it's in that direction there. Somewhere there where the storm clouds are forming right now, and this is where I got absolutely annihilated by rain last night. It was absolutely divine. But also on sunset there's people sitting up on these walls here, just taking in the beautiful breeze which was here last night as well, which hasn't eventuated yet today. There's also street performers, food vendors, etc. Bit of a war memorial there as well. A bit early for people to come out, or people know that there's a storm on the way and they're not coming down here this afternoon. I don't know, but yeah, a short little promenade this one. Oh, good to see. Again, there's no rubbish in the water. There's no rubbish. Oh, there's a little bit down there. It's the first bit of rubbish I've seen. Super clean for Asian standards. They've done such an awesome job of keeping this Georgetown clean. Want to congratulate them on that, because it really irritates you in Southeast Asia with regards to cleanliness or lack thereof. So well done Georgetown, well done Malaysia for keeping this place spotless. Relatively so, as I say that. You can't avoid some rubbish, unfortunately. This right here is actually blow your mind type stuff. In any other place, in any other country in Southeast Asia, these rocks down here would be full of litter. And I mean full. There's none. None at all. Oh. Nothing makes me put a smile on my dial more than seeing that. Wow. Maybe these countries are finally getting the message to clean up their act, because that is absolutely bloody awesome to see. So what I thought was a sporting field is a speaker's square. Never heard of a speaker's square before, but all speakers are prohibited from using loudspeakers, megaphones, and any other public address system. Anyone who uses the speaker square to make speeches do so at their own risk. The state government and the municipal council of Penang Island will not be responsible for any prosecution or legal action by police or civil proceedings. I'm assuming they have put that sign there because there's been some pretty hectic speeches here in the past that have not gone down too well and probably led to protests and some violence. So yeah, welcome to Speakers Square. What I thought was a soccer field. Learn things every day. So I'm now just going to walk in the direction of my accommodation, pick some random streets and walk up them and see what we can find. I find that's always the best way to walk around cities when you're traveling and you have no idea where you are. I know my accommodation is in that direction, so let's go and see what we can find. Now this is what I call a bank building. Absolutely beautiful. Love that shade of blue. I'm going to call it blue, probably going to get corrected on that as well. Beautiful gardens, a bistro off to the side here, and there's a sign here as well. Hong Leong Bank Light Street, the iconic branch. Beautiful. Right, let's turn left down this street and see what we're going to run into, other than, well, not other than, including beautiful buildings. What else can we find other than beautiful buildings, which is honestly more than enough anyway. I want to walk under these archways though. For some reason I feel special when I'm walking under these archways. Also, Penang is one of the street food capitals of Southeast Asia. One of the best street food scenes in the world, I've heard. But so far, I haven't seen it. So I'm going to try and track that down as well while I'm here, just to see what everyone's talking about. Because all I've seen so far is places like that over the road and restaurants, really. So we'll see what we can find. But how is it walking through here? There's a restaurant in there. It's one of those places where I think, yet again, how do restaurants survive? Because there is just so many of them. How is this building? Georgetown Mansion, this is called. Also one of the main tourist attractions of this city. That is beautiful. Yeah, you have to buy tickets to go in there, and that is a no thank you from me. Just standing on the outside here is enough for me. This is really, really beautiful. If I have enough time in the coming days, I shall go in there and have a look. Ah, cool, I love this. I'd love that in my house. That's awesome. Right, let's head back down here. I can smell Little India. I called it Little India, and it is actually called Little India. So, got that right. I'm going to head down in that direction now, and I know you won't be able to smell the smells that I'm smelling, but you'll be able to see how awesome Little India here is also. And I think Little India is signified by the light installations above us now. Nowhere else in the city do you find these lighting installations. As I get a stone out of my sandal. Oh, the smells in the air now, it's really quite impressive. Ah, oh, delicious. If you didn't know that you're in Little India, you can definitely smell that you're in Little India. The smell of curry in the air is strong. This is such a missed opportunity right here. Why oh why haven't they made this into a walking street? Like the beautiful cobblestone road, although it looks like it's fake cobblestone, but anyway, it looks really nice. It's not very wide. They should eliminate cars and motorbikes and everything from this area and make it a walking street. Feels like you're in India right now, just a much less chaotic India. The variety in the shops here too is really impressive. Looks like I'm having Indian tonight. It's on my mind. I can smell it. I feel like some garlic and cheese naan, some rice and some curry. Wow, this is cool. Yeah, they should shut down this entire block to traffic. Open up some street side eating, al fresco eating, restaurants. It would be an absolute bloody goldmine. So good. Let's go up here, see what's down here. It's just the beautiful entry gates to Little India, Penang. I love how they've done a official entry for this place. Right, let's head back in this direction. Bollywood. Such a famous, what do you call it, movie, TV production in India. Maybe even probably bigger and more popular and famous than Hollywood is Bollywood in India. Right, heading back out into mainstream Georgetown now. Might just try and wing my way back to my accommodation. Might not even pull out a map. I know what general direction it's in, so let's see how we go. I just want to check out this fire station down here. It looks incredible. I'll do some jaywalking right here. I know I won't. I'll see you at the fire station. How bloody nice is that? So well maintained, so well painted. Looks absolutely beautiful. And that sound that you can hear in the background is the pedestrian crossing signal. Again, do not forget to turn around and have a look. Your eyes may be drawn to one building, but what's around you is equally impressive. This old school motorbike mechanics workshop. I love that. And this mural up here. Penang, Georgetown is also known for its murals. It's a side that I often miss because I'm not really that big into art, but when you see it, you go, yeah, that's pretty impressive and that's beautiful. But I don't often see it because, yeah, it doesn't attract my eye as much as other things. How interesting is this corner right here as I get out of the way of, don't know what they are, I thought they were the cops. Beautiful. Again, all cultures, if you look at the people, you got Indian, heap of Chinese, heap of Malaysians, all just coexisting and getting along. A lot like Australia. So good to see, so good. I'm starting to think that chocolate is a big part of Georgetown and maybe Malaysia in general. So I might have to do a little bit more of a dive into that scene and find out more about it, because I'm definitely up for sampling chocolate. Wow, what's this place here? That looks nice. Oh, that looks beautiful. Let me zoom in on that. It's a shame that the gates are closed. Bloody beautiful. Wow, look what I've accidentally come across again. That's a mural with the kids on the bikes, and look how busy it is now. Timed it perfectly before. Tour groups everywhere. Wow, popular. I know I've spoken about durian quite a bit so far, but this is something you're probably not going to find anywhere else. A restaurant just for durian. Oh, that was a very strong smell in there. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this setup along here. This restaurant here. How nice. I'll say it again, but I just feel that I am somewhere so very old. If these cars weren't here, you'd almost feel like you're living back in those days. got that very, very special feel about it, that it hasn't lost its charm from those days. It's a very, very special place. Very, very special. So photogenic. As I said yesterday, I haven't taken my hand off the shutter button yet when I'm walking around here. There's just so many things to take photos of, and it's just so beautiful. I never thought I'd be talking about buildings in this way either. Usually it's mountains and landscapes and natural things in this world, but you can't deny that this place is something else special. Let's take a photo. It deserves it. Just gone down a very random side street here. Kind of lost my way a little bit, but I've come across this. And as I was saying before, to me, the side streets are more special than the actual main tourist attractions. I'm loving them. Not only are they peaceful, but they're beautiful. If you couldn't already see it while I've been walking around, this is also another brilliant indication of how old this place is. So the building that I'm standing under now, we'll have a view of it soon, but it says in the late 19th century, this was a private residence of Chung Cheng Keen, a rice miller and an advisor of the Sultan of Kedah. In late 1919, Tan Sing Cheng, Paul Sing Do. Okay, so I found my way back out to the main road, and it's probably all I'm going to film today. It's giving you a really, really good snapshot of this beautiful city. Tomorrow I'm going up onto Penang Hill, catching the Funicular up to the top of that to give us a good snapshot of this entire city. Will I film tonight? I don't know. Maybe I will go to Love Lane or Love Street or whatever it's called and check that out. Might take my camera and see what that's all about nowadays, as opposed to how it used to be. I know it's a lot more decent these days, I guess you could say. So yeah, anyways, Penang Hill definitely tomorrow, Love Lane maybe tonight. We shall see. But just know, and if you haven't already picked up on it, Georgetown is amazing. As is the street of my accommodation. How's these old Milo banners right here? And then just a visual treat for your eyes on the other side of the street. Unbelievable place, bloody love it. Right, I'll see you guys again very soon. Cheers guys, bye. G'day everyone, and welcome to my final day on Penang Island. And as I said yesterday, we're gonna go up on the funicular to the top of Penang Hill. So let's do this. It's going to be awesome because not only is it going to be an amazing view, but it's also 5 degrees or so cooler up there, which I am very excited about, even though I am extremely hungover today. And to be honest, if I didn't buy my ticket online yesterday, I may not have come here today because I am not feeling very good at all. But hey, that's what traveling is all about, isn't it? You roll with the punches, and if the pain that you're going through right now is self-inflicted, then that's your fault. But let's just refocus back onto this area here. Wow, it's really extensive. They've put in a lot of effort for this funicular, that is for sure. But that's the ticket sales there. I'm going to try and work this out. Boarding area. All right, let's go here and see if we can go in. So it's a little bit weird. Even though I brought my online ticket, you still have to redeem it here. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, that is quite strange. Even though there's a QR code on your online ticket, you still have to go to the booth here to get a physical printed out ticket. A little bit strange, but oh well. Let's head up the hill. and see what happens. The old photo trap. They always like you to stop there and get your photo taken, and then you can buy it off them later. Wow, some cool photos on the wall here. Alrighty. Thank you. So far, so good. Doesn't look like there's a line at all. I don't want to speak too soon, but not many people here. Maybe the clouds have put people off, but it's really high level cloud. I don't think it's going to obstruct any views at all. It's a bit of a line ride right now. Just going, weaving your way through. Ah, perfect. And there's a Funicular out there. Sweet. Shouldn't have to wait long at all. I'll see you soon. Well, that was a very, very easy process. Mentioning the ticket system is that when you buy it online, you can choose a time slot, which I don't really understand either, because you can come anytime within a 10-day period, I believe. So I had my ticket set for 11 a.m. It's now 12:30 p.m. and you can come anytime. So I'm not really sure why you have to choose a time slot. Kind of disregard that when you are buying your ticket. Anyways, let's head up a very steep hill and check this out. This would have to be the fastest funicular I've ever been on. It's really impressive. By the way, you can hike up here if you like as well, but who would do such a thing? Wow, this is really, really fast. You can feel your ears popping. It's incredible. So we've randomly stopped about 3/4 of the way up. Don't know why. If this is the last time you ever see me, then it's been fun. Really hope this doesn't turn into a Lisbon style situation. But yeah, strange why we stopped. Don't know. Still stopped. I'm assuming we're waiting for another, what do you call it, train, funicular, to come back down, because there seems to be, well, there is only one track. Yeah, interesting. Don't know. And we're stuck here forever. Alright, don't worry guys, we are going again now. But I was just thinking, they should have made that a little bit fun and just made it go back really quickly for maybe 5 meters or so, just to scare the absolute shit out of everyone. That would have been fun, but hey, we don't do those things anymore, do we? What's this? Another garden area? Hasn't been too many viewing locations along this track yet, but this is a lot longer than what I thought it would be also. A hell of a lot longer. And here we go. We are significantly higher than what I thought we would be. bit of smog around, but we should be able to get a good view over on that tower over there. So let's go there now. Well, doesn't seem to be too many people over there. By the way, I did mention that there's 2 stations. Make sure you come up to the top one. Don't get off on the first one. It seemed to be like a little shop and maybe a toilet or something like that. Come up to the second stop, up to the top. But yeah, that was really impressive. I think this cost about $10 return, so up and back. Cheap for funiculars that I've been on in the world, that's for sure. Wow, this is an awesome photo here, just give you a snapshot of what's up here, and it looks like we are on this right now. So let's get a view before everyone else gets here. Wow, this gives you an amazing snapshot of how big this island is. And I really realised how big it is getting the Grab / Uber from my accommodation to here. It's a lot of traffic, it's very busy. It took quite a long time to get to here from my accommodation, but there's also natural areas that have been left, which is awesome as well. All these hills are still vegetated. So beautiful. Alright, let's zoom back in and I'll do a pan. Let's go see what else we can find at the top of this hill, Penang Hill. Oh yeah, and by the way, the most important thing, the weather. It is cooler up here. It's very nice up here. I have heard that a lot of local people come up here just to escape the heat for a little while. So beautiful up here. This reminds me a lot of Sugarloaf Mountain in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. How they've done the top of this hill here. I think this is the best viewing area so far. You can't see it on my camera, and it's on that photo right there. Obviously the air isn't as clean as in Brazil, but still an impressive lookout. Bloody awesome. I think that's the name of the hill, Penang Hill in Malaysian perhaps. Someone correct me on that. Jesus, people up here trying to make money left, right and centre. Trying to sell photos to you. What are they selling? Souvenirs. Well, we'll just do a lap on this lower level and then we'll go up to the upper level and see what else we can find. This place is so much more extensive than what I thought it would be. Got a whole hawker type food centre in there. Check this out. There's a little bit of tackiness coming through. I haven't quite pinpointed what that is yet or where that's coming from, but a bit of tackiness. But on the same subject, the gardens and whatnot have been really well done. And obviously the vehicles have right of way up here as well. Alright, let's climb up to this temple. This will sweat the beer out of me, that's for sure. Exercising when hungover, always fun. Alright, made it to the top. Playground up here, beside a temple over there. And this cannon made me realise that I totally forgot to show you somewhere really important yesterday. And that was Fort Cornwall. The English set up a fort here, obviously, during the wartime, and totally did not show you that. My apologies. You're gonna have to check that out for yourself. Damn it. Glad I saw that cannon though, because people will be having a crack at me going, why didn't you go to Fort Cornwall? Well, I forgot. It's very colourful. I'm not going to go inside this one. We have seen enough temples on my videos, I think. So let's go around the back of it and see if we get a view of the mountains. Wow, that's nice, isn't it? Pure and jungle. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, there's a lemur or something up in the tree. Oh, these guys said flying squirrel. It's definitely not a monkey. Can't see it much, unfortunately. Oh well, I'll film if it comes out a little bit more. Just come back down the stairs now. No luck on the flying squirrel. There is zero chance Sam is walking up a hill to see a mosque today. Sorry guys, if you like mosques, come and see it for yourself. This is another thing I'm not going to. Come here and check it out for yourself if you like also. But this is here for you to go on if you so wish. You do have to pay an entry fee. I'm not sure how much that is, but I did peek around the corner just there just to see how far it was to get there, and it looked like a bit of a walk. But yeah, I'm just going to leave some things for you guys to check out for yourselves. There is also a proper restaurant and a hotel at the top of this hill as well. I believe this is, well, it says the Sky Terrace, but I believe there's a restaurant up here as well. Let's check that out. I'm calling this the best view right here. Wow, absolutely spectacular. I think I've just realised what is wrong with this place. And I mentioned tackiness before, and I think the tackiness comes from everything being really old, and it's a mismatch with regards to what's new, what's old. Like this here, what is that? And these binoculars, everything, the vendors, people trying to sell things, it's just, I don't know, something just doesn't feel right in this place. And I think it's due to it being old, and they haven't really got a plan for redevelopment, so they're just, it's a bit of a mismatch of what they're developing or not. That's what I'm trying to say. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyways, I think I might head back down in a tick, and or we'll just go up here and see what's up here first. Why not, while we're here? Here are some really cool photos of them building the Funicular back in the day. Have a look at that. really cool, really interesting. I'll try and find out when it was built first. Wow, this is super interesting. So back in the day, people did come up here before the funicular, but they would obviously had to walk up or get a horse up, I believe. So the idea of a funicular first came about in 1897. Wow, so long ago. And then in 1923, it was officially opened. So 1897, they started thinking about it. And 1,200 labourers from the Chinese and Tamil communities built this railway. Funicular, pretty cool. Okay, so if you haven't had enough of it already, here's another view of Penang Island and the massive bridge actually that you drive across to get here. It's so long. It doesn't look really long from up here, but it took, I reckon, at least 20 minutes to get over. If you can see that there in the distance, to the right of that tree, just here. Anyways, I'm going to head back down now. I have had enough. The view is undoubtedly spectacular, and it is worth coming up here for the view and also to go on a funicular. That was probably the most impressive funicular I've ever been on anywhere in the world, so that was awesome. But everything else that's up here I don't really like, sorry guys. But yeah, the view is incredible. Right, let's go and try and get a good seat on the funicular up the front or the back so now I can see up or down the line. How do we get out of here? Let's work this out. Back down the escalators. Just like everywhere else that has these kind of attractions, there are different ticket types, so it seems a little bit hard to get a front or back seat when you're just on a normal ticket, unfortunately. So, oh well. We'll see what other seat we can get that gives us a good view. Actually, I told a lie. I've got a good spot right up the back, right with the driver. So standard tickets still do allow you to get some good seats, just not the front one. Oh well. And that's what we're relying on right there. A cable. So much like cable cars. See how fast it's going? it's hurtling down. Easily the fastest funicular car I've ever been on. It's incredible. Sorry, I know I keep on banging on about it, but it's unbelievable. Station on the way up. Do not get off at that station. Keep on going. Look at how steep it is. It's the best view of it right here. Ears are popping right now. Wow. Here's a good view. There's old mate walking up. It's such a tough walk. It just does not seem fun to me at all, and I love hiking, but no thank you. Bloody awesome. Well worth the ticket price. As I said, I think it's about $10 Australian up and back, so super cheap. Well worth it. Bloody loved that ride. Cheers. Yet another really strange thing. Don't lose your ticket on the funicular on your way back down, because you've got to scan it again to get out of the place. So you scan it up the top of the hill, then you scan it again once you get down. Some things are just weird in some countries, aren't they? Anyways, what to do now? They head back to my hotel now, and then tonight I am going to show you my favourite part of the city, and it is actually Love Lane and the whole area surrounding that. I went there last night, as I said, as I banged on about. Very hungover right now, had a few beers, and it was such a good atmosphere there. So I'm going to take you there tonight, and we'll check that out together. But right now, I spotted a Macca's just down the road here. I'm going to walk to that, grab an ice cream, get my grab from there because they'll give me free Wi-Fi, and yeah, relax for the afternoon until later on today. So I'll see you then. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you've got any questions, send them through and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Cheers guys. See you again very soon. Cheers. Oh, and quickly, by the way, one awesome thing that they have done, they have set up this area here. This is Grab, so it's the Uber of Southeast Asia, really. And this is where you get your Grab from. You can order them from here and you can get them from here. But I am going to go for a bit of a walk down the street here. But yeah, that was awesome. This is a really cool walk actually, from the Funicular car station down to McDonald's. You come across this residential area here. Awesome to look at. How unique is this? One house split into two individual houses. Oh my god, even the tiles on the roof they've made different, but they're all sharing a wall. Very interesting. But yeah, it's good to get, I guess, off the tourist trail and just have a look around and seeing how the people on Penang Island are living. And here's another one of those houses. It all seems to be these houses. So I wonder if they were just big blocks back in the day and they've divided or decided to subdivide their actual house. Interesting, very interesting. They are all the same like this. Wow. So interesting. Well, for me at least it is. And I can see the big golden arches there in the distance. It's McFlurry time. Just quickly showing you this here, because I know someone's going to say, Sam, you missed something important. I'm not sure what it is. There's a World Peace sign over there. This sculpture here is really impressive. What does it say? Oh, damn, it's in writing, I cannot read. So yeah, someone tell me what this is, please. Penang Hill Road. Oh, no, it's not that. All right, let's go to Macca's. Phew. This is perhaps one of the most enjoyable walks I've ever had to a McDonald's. I'm really enjoying it. There's a residential area just back there as well that looked awesome. I love all these old shops here on the other side, restaurants. Looks like a couple of normal shops as well. There's a florist right there, coffee shop, there's a bank. A little community right here. I love it. Quite possibly the ugliest colour I've ever seen on a Porsche. Wow, that is a mistake. Such a nice car too. And here we are, the Golden Arches. There's a building around the other side though that I want to check out first. It looks interesting. So that was a well-deserved McFlurry, if I do say so myself. But while waiting for my taxi in the car park here, I've just realised that I can see, I believe it's one of the biggest temples in Southeast Asia, or one of the biggest Buddha-like statues in the middle of it. Not the service station, look beyond the service station, up into the hills there, and it is absolutely massive. Hopefully you guys can see that. But again, it's a place that you're gonna have to check out yourself, because I'm not gonna go up there. If I was here tomorrow, I probably would, but I'm not here tomorrow, so I'm not. But yeah, I'm leaving a lot of things for you guys to check out yourself. First, Fort Cornwall, and now that temple up on the hill. Go for your life. Enjoy it. Cheers, guys. I'm waiting for my taxi while looking at that ugly pink-ish Porsche. Yeah. Beautiful surrounding here, though. These mountains are really, really big. Worthy of a mountain tag, not a hill tag. And then you got the modern part of the city right there. So I just got back to my room after that delicious McFlurry and thought I hadn't really turned right after exiting my accommodation. So here I am. I turned right and look where it has put me. How cool is this? Houses on stilts. Now there's a whole jetty system along here. I believe it's called clan jetties. But there's one just here. I'm going to walk up and see what it's all about. This is super cool. So glad my fear of missing out set in yet again. This is called Yeo Jetty. Established late 19th century. Residential 15 houses. The ancestors of Yeo Jetty residents made a living by transporting goods ashore. Over the years, land reclamation has left half of Yeo Jetty standing on land. During World War II, the jetty was bombed and many residents never returned. How super cool is this? These are actually houses. So cool. I know it's a little bit of a tourist attraction now, but people still live here. They haven't fully commercialized it, or they haven't commercialized it at all. Have a look at this, eh? Beautiful breeze coming down here. Oh my god, this is awesome. There you go, waterfront views. Got their own swimming area right here. Bloody perfect. No fishing. I wonder why. These people love their fishing. I doubt that no one fishes here. There's another sign out here that says no fishing as well. Wow. I never thought I'd see a sign with no fishing in a natural body of water in Southeast Asia. How's that temple over there? This is super cool. As you can see, I reckon that's why it's called clan jetties, because there is a whole clan of jetties. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 at least along this whole section. How cool. And the water is clean too. I could definitely swim in that. Be jumping off my backyard right there into the water every day. That'd be awesome. Wow, how big is that building in the background there? I believe that's the, what is it? Sky 1 or something like that. You can go up to the observation deck. They do have a glass floor walk that you can do out and around the building. But hey, funicular is more my style. Getting up into the mountains, much better than going up into a building, I think. Alright, might just now walk along and check out a few more of these jetties while we're here. And here is the next one around. No information board on this one. Perhaps not as old or significant. I must say the decking is super sturdy. It's not moving or crackling at all. This is awesome. I love their front yards here. So cool. Much like the streets, they're all super unique from each other. All really different from one another. All got their own style and flair. So cool. So awesome. Hello. Wow. How well maintained is this? That is beautifully painted. That's awesome to see. Huh. They've got the biggest waterfront decking area ever. It's huge. That is incredible. I wish I could go in there and have a look, but you cannot. Another thing that I've noticed about the people when walking around, everyone seems to have a smile on their face. They're super kind, friendly. You look at them and they bow their head as to say hello. It's such a nice vibe in Georgetown. Alright, let's go one more jetty around and check that out. My mistake, I walked past the sign. So the one we just went up just then, which did seem a little bit more new, is actually called New Jetty, and established 1960, 20 houses. Really, really cool. All right, what's next? Definitely not the type of house you'd expect to see a Lamborghini parked in the driveway. Wow, that's awesome. Some people are lucky to have my dream car, and this is the most colourful jetty. Have a look at the entryway. This is Lee Jetty, established 1965, 24 houses. The ancestors of Lee Jetty came from impoverished villages in China and initially lived in Sampon Lane near Stewart Lane, working as coolies. I wonder what that is. Oh, this is awesome. This is becoming one of my favourite parts of the city. Look at these archways all the way down. Really colourful. Really beautiful. So well done. Love it a lot. These are the two most colourful houses. Wow, look at this one. And then you come out onto what is a really interesting jetty. Why it's got a curve in it like this? Why it's not straight? Someone tell me. Is it natural movement on of the pylons going down into the ground? What's the reason behind the curve? There's a soccer field right there. Love these lanterns here. I wonder if they light them up at night time on special nights. Put the candles in them. They're empty at the moment. Haven't seen any no fishing signs on this one. Perhaps it's just that one for some reason. Not sure why. Oh, it's awesome view of the huge bridge that I was talking about from the top of Penang Hill. I'll try and zoom in on that. It is massive, and by massive I mean massively long. Yeah, this is cool. And there's another jetty right there. This is the last one I'm going to do though. I'm going to head back to my hotel now, take a rest, and then head to Love Lane at about, I think it's about 5 p.m. to watch the footy. Can't miss out on the footy, of course. I think it's going to be a cracking game between Geelong and the Bulldogs. Well, hopefully it is anyway. And yeah, we'll do that this afternoon. I'll show you around Love Lane a little bit. So I shall see you guys there later on. Cheers. Just walking back to my accommodation and have come across these buildings. Absolutely beautiful. And how sick are you all of me talking about buildings? I can't get over them. Have a look at this one. Have a look at that balcony up there. That's amazing. And the artwork right there as well. I've realised that yes, this place is famous for its artwork and its street art, and I thought it'd be huge murals on the side of buildings and whatnot, but no, it's little pieces of artwork like this that are just hidden everywhere. So cool. And this one around here too. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, and by the way, that Lamborghini, the owner of that was visiting a restaurant, so they don't live at that house. It was confusing me a little bit, but I saw them drive off. So that's that. I'm going to take some photos here because this is bloody awesome. Just going to do another my accommodation appreciation post. Stepping outside of this door every day has been an absolute delight when you're gifted with sights like this. Incredible. Have a look at this. I know I showed you this yesterday, but I can't get over it. It is absolutely incredible to be in a place like this and know that places like this still exist. An absolute pleasure staying here. Have a look at it. Absolutely incredible. I bloody love it. Also love how they've made that look like a subway, but it's not. It's tricked me about 10 times now. But yeah, what an absolute pleasure it has been staying right in the centre of Georgetown. G'day guys, so I'm back out again this arvo and am on my way to watch the footy at the pub, but thought I'd just give you a quick glimpse of the Love Lane / entertainment area of Georgetown, Penang. It is really quite beautiful. I will show you guys this area once it goes dark as well. I'll be in the pub for a few hours watching the footy, then I'll come back out and show you what this place is like on an early evening Friday night. This place here had a line here yesterday as well. It's like a gin bean coffee shop. Always has a line out the front of it. Not real sure why, but a very popular coffee shop. And how good's this place? And you know how I was talking about street food and how famous the street food is in Georgetown, and I hadn't seen much yet? Well, there is some right here. These will be packed come dinner time. It's only just gone 5:05 in the afternoon now, so it's like all their little food carts are starting to set up for a busy Friday night. One thing that irritates me though, and it's a huge miss on their behalf, is that they haven't shut down the streets to vehicles, cars and motorbikes. They should probably shut off these 2 blocks to vehicles, especially later at night. It gets really quite busy, and having cars and motorbikes going up and down is just really stupid, in my opinion anyway. Alright, let's find a pub to go and enjoy the football. But before I do, I probably should just show you Love Lane during the daytime. Look at it now, and we'll have a look at it later just to see the difference. There are some of these cool signs here to read as well. Just this one. So this one says, at the turn of the last century, many shop houses were turned into cheap hotels, making this internationally known tourist strip very popular with backpackers. And it still is very popular with backpackers. There's just no sexual connotations here anymore. Nothing surrounds sexuality here at all. There's no bars with working girls. There's no strip bars that I know of. It's all very clean now, and it's good, and hence why all the backpackers are here, because we love those kind of bars and party areas where you're not pressured into sex, basically. You're not paying for things that you don't want to pay for. All right, let's go to a bar showing the footy, which is just around here. This place called The Brew had the footy on yesterday, so let's head in there and check it out. It's an awesome little pub, this one. Good little sports bar, multiple screens, and if they don't have the sport on that you want, i.e. if they don't have AFL on, just ask them to put it on, and they will without any trouble at all. Anyways, I'm going to settle in for the afternoon. I'm going to have a few beers, which is unusual. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Once it gets dark outside, we'll go for a bit of an adventure around the entertainment area of Georgetown. Cheers, guys. Enjoy your afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Cheers. Bye. Good old Tiger beer in Malaysia, of all places. Let's see how this goes down. That is rough. Might need a few more of those just to ease myself in. I think I've still got beer pumping through my system now, so this is just topping that up really. Anyways, better go. Let's get the first bounce. Cheers. Ah, yes, me again. How bloody good is travelling? Sitting in a sports bar of sorts, music sports bar, tropical island location, sort of, well at least it's an island, Penang Island, drinking some cider. Yes, I've switched to cider. Bloody refreshing. Good change up from beer. Cats are winning at the moment. They look a lot better with Danger in. They look much more of a full team with Danger in. So yeah, hopefully they continue, have a good win. We'll have a good afternoon and yeah, see what happens. Cheers, guys. How bloody epic are these scenes? Footy on the big screen in a sports music bar. Turn around here, check this out. Barbecue chicken strips, pork sausage, cider. I have switched it up from beer to cider. One of the best decisions I've made in a long time. That is so refreshing. It's such a good change from beer, but this looks outstanding. Let's have some Taiwanese pork sausage. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. They're kind of fried the outside of it, so it's crispy on the outside with a little thin coat of batter, a little bit of spice in it. It tastes like an incredible sausage roll. That's incredible. Let's have more. That's unbelievable. Might have to go another one of those. Oh my god. I'm salivating, that is so good. And then this, I had these last night, so I'm getting them again because these are also incredible. Oh my god, that is unreal. I think they're about $5 each. Super cheap, but what a meal. So stoked about my afternoon. Yeah. Oh, so stormy. And wow, wasn't that a rather boring game of football? Geelong absolutely annihilated the Bulldogs just then. I thought it was going to be a lot closer, but not to be. Anyways, I think we're just about to get annihilated by this storm. Had a heavy storm shower come through about an hour ago, and another one looks like it's on the way. So let's just walk around this area right now. It's just gone, well, it's almost 8:30 p.m. Most people are heading out now to find some dinner. And we'll just give you a bit of a look around. Try and beat this storm coming through and see what we can find. Well, that looks beautiful over there. There's such good variety in the bars and the restaurants here. This garden outdoor one here looks absolutely beautiful. But as you can see, most people are under the cover now, because if it's going to rain like it rained before, it is going to be bloody heavy. There's a good colour for a Porsche. The other pink one that we saw earlier should take note. Alright, where are we? We're up to Street of Bars. This isn't Love Lane yet. Love Lane's just up here on the left. But they're all kind of really small, narrow dive type bars. They all have their own style and whatnot, but most of them have all the same drinks, all the same prices really, and kind of all the same, well, I'm not going to say all the same food. They do have diversity in the food, but yeah, they all have happy hours and all that kind of stuff. So it doesn't really matter where you go into, you're going to find similar. Hello.
Hi.
And as you can see, most people are nice. You walk around and look, people will try and usher you into their restaurants, but you just say, no, I'm not really interested, and they leave you alone. It's not really forced upon you. This is Love Lane right here. This is where we were earlier that I showed you. A little bit more lively now, but I think everyone's a little bit wary of the rain at this stage. I was in here last night, the pub on the left, and it was packed. Really good live music. Again, dive bar type place, as you can see. Love these lanterns up there. Something again so simple, but just brings so much lightning. So tropical. I do miss those tropical storms when I lived in Darwin. Every night you'd sit on the balcony and watch the storms roll in, and the intense amount of lightning is really impressive to see. But again, as you can see, cars, why they have got cars coming down a street like this, they shouldn't do it. They need to stop the cars. It's like a wood oven pizza restaurant there. Live music, seems to be live music at quite a few of the places, which is always awesome. And then you come up here, wow, look at this building here. I'm getting sidetracked with the buildings again. Soon Tuk Woo Kwan, 1928. Geez, there's some good history in this city. It goes a bit quiet up here, but I really enjoy looking at these buildings. It's really nice. Oh, that lightning's amazing. Yeah, I might turn back around here and go back up into the action. So we're back out onto the main street now, and if I'm mistaken, there's only really two streets where there's bars. There's this one that I'm looking at now, and Love Lane just here that we were just walking up. So I might just do a quick little walk through the food area right here, because we've got to see that. Cannot miss this. Plenty of action going on here now. Wow, this looks awesome. Have a look at this guy's barbecue grill under there. my god, it's so hot. How the hell are these people working here? Made to order. All the meat sticks. Good variety here. Bit better variety than Thailand, I must say. Not just meat sticks. Seafood sticks. Fried sticks. Yeah, very good. This is where to come for a cheap feed. It's got a bit of Vietnam vibes about it. Perhaps the seats and tables aren't as small as in Vietnam, but still, definitely got Vietnam vibes. Oh, this is unique. Look at that. So hot near all these cooktops. And why have they got cars coming down here? That is just silly. Just go in front of them. That'll teach them a lesson for coming down here. If you slow them right down, maybe they'll stop coming down here. They've also got legit restaurants, proper restaurants in the back there as well. So I wonder if these guys cook it and then they take it into the restaurant there, or I'm not sure what the deal is. Looks like that's what's happening. Yeah, so you order it if you want to eat in the restaurant, order it from in the restaurant. These guys will cook it and deliver it to your table inside the restaurant. These guys are they're confused as to where it's going. Bit of an argument going on. Alright, and that's pretty much all of it as the lightning persists. As much as I do want to go and have a few more beers and party the night away, last night I was out until 3 AM, and tomorrow I'm off to another city. It's about 2.5 hours, I believe, south towards Kuala Lumpur, called Ipoh. So I got a early-ish train to there tomorrow, so that would be awesome. But just want to end this video right here by saying that this city, Georgetown, is absolutely incredible. I am, and I think I said this earlier in the video, so stoked that I chose this place to end my trip. I had no idea about Georgetown, had no idea about Penang at all, and it has been absolutely incredible. My favourite city in Malaysia, I've only been to 2, but also probably my favourite city in Southeast Asia, to be honest. It is, well, take Vietnam out of that question, Vietnam beats this, but yeah, everywhere else in Southeast Asia, this place is tops for me. It is absolutely incredible, and I encourage you all to come here and visit. Even if you've never heard of it before, like I hadn't, so naive of me, it has been absolutely bloody amazing. Have loved it, and there's so much more to do here. I've only been here for 3 nights. I could literally stay here for a week. There are beaches, there's some hiking in the national parks, there's a botanic gardens that I haven't been to either. I think I'll have to come back here one day and explore it more extensively because it is, as I've said over and over again now, it has been absolutely incredible. And I'm ending this right with the smell, the fresh smell of durian coming in my nostrils. Again, I wish you guys could smell this. If you never smelt durian before, then just know it smells delicious. And that's the fruit right there, actually. That's cool. So that'll give you a look at it. Still not very attractive fruit. Hello. Durian.
Yes.
Yes. Smells delicious.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll end this here. Cheers, guys. Hope you got a heap out of this video, because I have thoroughly loved walking around Georgetown. It's absolutely incredible. While I end with fruit shops and a restaurant. Wow, this is busy. This is popular. this one called? A Taste of Texan. Very popular. Love the big tables. Yeah, it's awesome. Reminds me of the Chinese restaurants back home where you got the big round tables and you have the lazy Susan in the middle. Anyways, I am banging on again. The rain has just started coming down now. So unless I find something really interesting on my walk back home, which is about 500 metres from here, until Ipoh, my next stop, I will see you then. Just need to film this building here that's all lit up so beautifully. And the Muslim music in the background. Their prayer music, I believe that's what it is. How beautiful. What an awesome ending. What an awesome ending. I can't stop filming, I'm sorry. Feel like you're somewhere very, very special. And I am. This is one of the most special places I've been to anywhere in the world. Alright, I promise I'm going now. Cheers guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye.